Everyone thinks COVID crashed the economy because the world shut down. But the real shock happened after governments hit the print button. And what they did in those first few weeks still controls your money today. Imagine waking up in March to 2020, flights grounded, cities frozen, businesses locked, and markets were collapsing faster than toilet paper disappeared. Stocks were in free fall. Oil prices went negative. Yes, negative. And money was evaporating like it had a personal vendetta against humanity. Even economists were panicking, which is impressive because they're usually confused, not scared. The official story goes like this: a once-in-a-century pandemic shut down the global economy, so governments had no choice. They had to act fast. They had to spend. They had to save businesses and workers, and according to them, printing trillions was simply responsible leadership. But that's only the version they want you to remember. Because here's the part they never mention. Governments didn't just spend money, they created it out of thin air. In the US alone, over $5 trillion appeared almost overnight. Europe, Japan, China, same move, different language. No debates, no votes from the public. Just central banks quietly expanding balance sheets like there was no tomorrow. And here's the dirty secret: this wasn't about COVID anymore. The financial system was already fragile. COVID was just the excuse to flood it with money. It's like spotting a crack in a dam and deciding the solution is to add more water. But the craziest part is still coming. At first, it looked like a miracle. Markets rebounded, stocks exploded upward, crypto went wild. Housing prices took off like rockets. Everyone thought, wow, money printing works. But underneath that sugar high was a chain reaction no one wanted to admit. Greed replaced caution. Warnings were ignored. Debt piled up faster than logic. Cheap money encouraged reckless investing. Because why worry when losses feel temporary? Some experts still argue it wasn't a crisis. It was a robbery wearing a crisis costume. And then reality showed up. Inflation exploded. Supply chains snapped. Interest rates had to rise fast. This is when markets froze again. This is when investors realized the party had a bill. If money could scream, this is the moment it would have lost its voice. But here's the detail everyone ignores. People think the COVID economic crisis ended in 2021. It didn't. Your rent going up, your groceries costing more, your savings buying less every year. Yeah, that's not random. That's the long shadow of trillions printed in weeks. Decisions made fast with consequences paid slowly. This affects your life right now, even if you never saw a stimulus check. Here's the real lesson. Finance isn't numbers. It's human panic, fear, and greed, dressed up in policy language. Printing money doesn't remove pain, it just delays it and hands the bill to the future. And if you think the story is insane, wait until you see what happened when governments tried to undo it.